I think the business case is really well established as to why we need women in senior positions, especially in senior corporate roles. I mean, the facts are clear. There are more women who are exercising economic power as consumers, as clients, as investors. And I think you can take one of two views. Either you don't think what women bring is any different from what men bring, in which case it's a question of making sure that the potential rises to the top, men and women, or you think they do bring something different, in which case they're bringing more and better in terms of perspective. So I think the business case has been established. It's been established empirically out of research. I think it's established in people's mindsets. The question is, why aren't we seeing more traction?
I think there's lots of reasons it's important to have women well represented on leadership positions in companies and on boards. Among them are the fact that half our customers are women, and I think you have to have a very good understanding of your customers. Secondly, I think diversity of all types is important in decision making. You get new additional points of view, come to better decisions, and I also think it's just the right thing to do. Women should have the same opportunities as men.
I want the best decision coming out of any leadership body, any leadership team, which means that you're going to have people that come from different walks of life, different backgrounds, experiences, ethnicities, genders. So that's where we start at McDonald's, is to be able to have a breadth in terms of leadership and a depth that gives you a purview at different angles as you start to try to solve problems or address opportunities in the marketplace. What it means for us is that specifically for a retailer like we are, and a food retailer, we have to reflect the demographics of the customers we serve. If we don't, we're going to miss out on major market segments and opportunities. And so for us, this broader question of diversity and inclusion, which includes women in senior positions throughout the organization, means that this is not a nice to do, it's a business initiative.
I think anyone who's been in a boardroom will see very quickly that with diversity of perspectives, and sort of the most obvious being having women in the room, brings a different dynamic to the room. You have different voices being heard and different points of view all coming together. And that's the point of a board, is to provide oversight and leadership for a management team and possibly push them in directions that they hadn't thought of themselves. One thing that good leaders need to be comfortable with is dealing with conflict. And that can be a little scary at times. And sometimes having that diversity of perspectives in the room can add a measure of conflict. But in my perspective and in my experience is working through that type of conflict and coming to land on a resolution when there are lots of perspectives in the room only gets you to a better place.
The fact is, the worlds that we operate in are highly complex, highly dynamic, and we want solutions that people have ownership for. So if we have a really simple question and we have someone who's sure they know the answer, we don't need diversity. But if we have a complex question and we want a lasting solution, then we need different viewpoints from whatever source, whether it be gender, whether it be ethnic background, whether it be nationality, whether it be religion. It may take longer to get to the answer, but once we get an agreed answer from those different perspectives, it's going to be one that has strong ownership and strong sustainability.